Hi and welcome to our main building at the pulse of the Swiss watch industry in Biel, more precisely in Nidau. My name is Nola, I'm NORQAIN's social media and PR manager, and I'm very excited to kick off a series of talks today and give you some more insights about our brand and especially the people behind it. Starting today with our founder and CEO, Ben Küffer. Hi Ben.
Hi Nola.
How are you today?
I'm very good, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Are you ready for your question?
Ready.
All right, let's start. What NORQAIN are you wearing today?
I'm wearing the independent skeleton that we just launched in end of June. I've been wearing it for a couple of weeks now. It came with me to the Las Vegas Watch Fair as a little avant-premiere.
Yeah.
So the United States and our partners, they saw it and I got
Good
great feedback.
Yeah,
So of course I enjoy
imagine.
wearing them even more when you're on a positive feedback roll.
Of course, of course. So NORQAIN was founded in 2018. How happy are you with its development up to today?
I'm very happy because if you would have told me in 2018 that we have 2 years of crisis and still NORQAIN is doing really well as a brand, I would have said, unbelievable. So I'm very happy. When we started NORQAIN, we looked at either buying a watch brand, an existing watch brand, or founding our own story or writing our own story. And we decided to go with our own story. So I think when you purchase a brand, you can buy, the history, the product pyramid. We always talk of this product pyramid. And with NORQAIN, we knew that we had to create everything. So even the product pyramid, we started in 2019 with a base collection. We added Hennessy in 2020, our manufactured calibers, which was a huge step. And now, the last step in 2022 was the wild one, is innovation and new materials. So I'm really happy where we stand today. I'm really excited because we have finally built our pyramid after 5 years.
Yeah. How do you refer to NORQAIN's slogan, My Life, My Way, for yourself personally?
My Life, My Way was, in a way, my personal story somehow going into the brand. Of course, when we started NORQAIN, we had a lot of different subjects, and eventually I said, hey, where's our Just Do It from Nike, or where? So I was thinking about what could NORQAIN be and what does it mean? What is at the core of our brand? My Life, My Way is about me launching a watch brand in 2018 when nobody was waiting for an independent Swiss watch brand at the time, but really believing in it myself, because I realized that there's a lot of luxury groups, there's a lot of strong independent players above 10,000, but not below. And I think it's important for our watch culture to keep this, so My Life, My Way. And I spoke with Mark, also Stride. I told him, hey, I had this idea, what do you think about My Life, My Way? As a slogan for our brand. And he said, hey, that's great. It reminds me of my hockey career, going over there as the first Swiss guy. Everybody told me, you're not gonna make it. So My Life, My Way is hopefully a great inspiration for everybody who wears our products.
Thank you. I know you're probably not allowed to tell, but can you share some secrets with us? Maybe on planned collaborations, new timepieces, or special projects? Anything?
I will share some secrets with you for sure. No, we have some really exciting things coming up this year. Obviously, the wild one we discussed before, so I'm not going to go too much into it. Now we teased it, so the next surprise will be the actual timepiece collection. But we're going to be climate neutral certified in this summer. So I'm really happy about this. The team did an amazing job and I'm really proud of that. We have the first boutique in Asia opening in Singapore on Orchard Road.
That's a huge,
big step for us, so it's really our flagship boutique in Asia. And we kept the concept from Zermatt, but brought in some new elements, so I'm really excited to see what everybody says. We have the NORQAINer Challenge. We didn't announce it yet, so that's a little secret that's coming up. That's going to be very exciting. And last but not least, we just extended our partnership with the NHLPA. So for all our hockey fans and all the hockey fans around the world, we will be launching a very, very cool new timepiece in January 2023 at the All-Star Game in Miami. So that I'm really excited about. That's a big secret.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for sharing. Everybody was totally impressed about the latest news. I'm talking about having the ultimate watch legend, JeanClaude Biver, on board. How did this happen and what is exactly his role for NORQAIN?
You know, it's one of those great stories of the Swiss watch industry, and also shows, you know, that it's a very small world. Because when COVID crisis started for us, it was awful timing. We just had 1 year in the market. We just launched a Hennessy manufactured caliber, and a month later we were in lockdown. And a mutual friend of us, Mike, he contacted me and said, hey, you know, JeanClaude Biver, I think it would be great if you guys talk, because for you now it's a difficult time and he can probably help you with some challenges. And JeanClaude and I met, and instantly the energy in the room was like unbelievable. So we're actually in the midst of a lockdown, but like the energy in the room was super positive. And he gave me a great feedback on the brand. He said that he thought that we built an amazing base in such a short time. And also that he sees in us, as we're, you know, 35 years old in average, the challenger brand in the industry, and that he feels that now is the right time to do the same in product. So to start to innovate, bring in new materials. I went home and obviously, you know, thought a lot about it. And the next day I called him, I said, JeanClaude, we have to do this, you're absolutely right. I know it seems, you know, somehow crazy because it's at the moment a crisis, but I think this is what NORQAIN should be in the future. And would you help me? And it just felt so natural. He said yes, and we started. And so this year, in September, we'll be launching the new collection. And I'm obviously very excited to see what everybody will say.
In your announcement, you mentioned the importance of independence and innovation. Can you explain further?
Yeah, well, it was a big part of the press release because JeanClaude, he also understands how important it is to have independent players in the Swiss watch industry. It's part of our culture. And we have a lot of strong independent brands, you know, in very high price range with very limited productions. But it's also important to still have independent brands below 10,000. And so I told him about my dream, you know, that was my motivation to launch NORQAIN. And he really shares this same idea. But as I said, he really feels that independence and innovation go together, because we don't have any pressure from the stock market. We can invest with a long-term vision. So I think this mix of JeanClaude and, you know, what we had built so far at NORQAIN is a perfect mix, and that's why it's all about independence and innovation.
With the ambassador Dean Schneider, NORQAIN made a commitment to be a fully vegan and animal cruelty-free brand. How is it to work with Dean? Are you friends, or is he more a business partner to you?
Well, it's really fun to work with Dean. He's become a friend. Obviously, the meetings, luckily for me, they take place more in Switzerland than in South Africa, because I'm not sure I would survive South Africa without, you know, him and Noah protecting me. He often sends me small clips of what he's just encountering. Well, the lions are, at least, you know, I think we're kind of safe. But at the same time, there are a lot of other wild animals, snakes and spiders,
hyenas.
And hyenas, of course. So yeah, I'm really happy that you know, we're doing the meetings here in Switzerland. No, joke aside, he's an amazing guy, a huge inspiration. He's brought great things to our brand. You mentioned, you know, being, you know, now fully vegan in terms of products. We never produced crocodile straps. That was actually the reason we also got together with Dean. He was impressed that we refused to do that. And he then challenged back and said, but what about leather straps? Why don't you find other innovative solutions? And now, you know, this year we presented Tide, so the recycled ocean plastic straps. We have the apple skin that we introduced, Alcantara, bringing in Alcantara that is known from the car industry very well, bringing in that for normal leather. So I think, again, it's great to be challenged, because when you're challenged, you go for new innovative solutions, and that's what NORQAIN should be.
Okay. What are the toughest challenges you're facing right now in business?
Well, it's supply chain, of course. On the one side, it's supply chain, because I think that, you know, when you're growing, you have to produce more quantities. The supply chain is anyway complicated today. Here in Switzerland, obviously, we still do have a little bit of COVID, so sometimes there are not all the workforces available to actually work on the production side. So that's, you know, a challenge, but I think we're mastering it pretty well. Obviously, with my father's experience, you know, in the production side, we've managed to tackle some of these challenges in a very good way. Also, what's a challenge, but a very nice challenge, is our growth. So we have obviously a lot of new people arriving at NORQAIN, and for me it's a big challenge to really keep the same spirit, the DNA of the brand, meaning that, you know, everybody's here working hard, a lot of passion. Customer service has to be excellent, meaning that we really understand that our our mission is to be here for the customers. The customers keep us alive. They have brought us where we are today. They are everything for NORQAIN, so we have to always put them in the center. So this DNA we're bringing into the brand, even growing, and that's obviously a nice challenge.
So I guess that's something you're looking forward to in the future. Anything else in particular?
Well, in the short term, obviously the launch of the Wild One with JeanClaude, and also including the Hakuna Mipaka timepiece that we've developed with Dean, where we will have the sand from the Hakuna Mipaka oasis in the watch. So that I'm really excited about. On the long term, our product map is becoming extremely exciting. We have a 2-3 year vision, and we're really happy with everything that we're bringing into the collection, and obviously I hope everybody will be as excited as we are.
Great. So one last question for you. Do you have a short message for our NORQAINers out there?
Yes, for sure. I have a big message, because I would like to say a huge thank you to all of you for your support, everything that you've done for the brand since day one. You brought us where we are today, and we're all super grateful. So thank you very much, and yeah, let's rock.
Thank you so much, Ben, and thank you for your time. I know you're very busy, appreciate it. And you're still available to our NORQAINer community, and we'll be happy to answer to all their questions. Thank you so much. And for you out there, comment below, and I'll see you at the next talk. There is so much more to explore in the world of NORQAIN. See you soon, and thanks for watching.